How does a $75 million investment reshape a community, and what does it mean for local businesses and residents? Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Insights Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. Let's get right to it. Today, we're diving into an exciting development in Chelsea, Alabama. A father and son team is embarking on Chelsea's biggest retail project, aiming to transform the area with a new city center. This ambitious $75 million investment is set to level a wooded hill to make way for a vibrant retail space that promises to breathe new life into the local economy. The developers are envisioning a bustling hub that not only attracts shoppers, but also serves as a community gathering place. This project is part of a broader trend where developers are focusing on creating mixed-use spaces that combine retail with community-oriented features. It's an approach that aligns with the growing demand for spaces that offer more than just shopping. As we look at this development in Chelsea, let's consider the implications for similar projects in Ontario's Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge areas. These regions are also seeing a shift towards mixed-use developments, with a focus on integrating retail, residential, and office spaces to create vibrant community centers. This trend isn't just local. Across the border in the United States, cities are embracing similar strategies to rejuvenate their urban landscapes. With this Chelsea project, the developers are hoping to set a new standard for retail developments in the area. As they move forward, it will be interesting to see how this project influences similar initiatives both in Canada and the US. The potential for increased business opportunities and enhanced community engagement could be significant. A new development project is underway in East Austin, Texas, and it's set to make a significant impact on the area. The project, currently named the East Austin Lab, will feature a mix of office, lab, retail, and restaurant spaces, creating a vibrant hub for both work and leisure. According to plans submitted to the city on June 3rd, the development will span approximately 180,000 square feet. It will rise to 5 stories, with a maximum height of about 75 feet, offering ample space for a variety of businesses and activities. This mixed-use project highlights a growing trend in urban development, where the integration of different types of spaces encourages a more dynamic and interconnected community. It's a concept that resonates strongly with similar developments we're seeing in Ontario's Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge areas, where such projects are becoming increasingly popular. These Canadian cities are also embracing mixed-use developments that combine residential, office, and commercial spaces, aiming to create lively community centers that cater to diverse needs. In the United States, East Austin's initiative mirrors this shift towards multifunctional urban spaces. The East Austin Lab is designed to not only accommodate businesses, but also to enhance the local lifestyle with dining and shopping options. This approach is part of a broader movement to rejuvenate urban areas by making them more attractive to both residents and visitors, thereby boosting local economies. As this project progresses, it will be interesting to observe its influence on other regions, both in Ontario and across the United States. The potential for such developments to drive economic growth and foster community engagement is considerable. By comparing these initiatives, we can gain valuable insights into how mixed-use projects can be successfully implemented to benefit both local communities and the broader real estate market. Nick Villa reports that the office sector is currently facing significant stress within the commercial real estate market. The year was anticipated to bring clarity on interest rate trends, however. The benchmark 10-year United States Treasury yield has fluctuated, particularly in April, maintaining a range between low to high 4%, despite the Federal Reserve's rate reduction by a full percentage point after the September 2024 meeting. The possibility of a recession has increased, further complicating the interest rate landscape. Even amidst policy uncertainties, particularly concerning tariffs under the Trump administration, the labor market remains resilient. Since January 2021, the United States economy has added nearly 17 million jobs, maintaining a low unemployment rate of 4.2%. Initial jobless claims remain below pre-pandemic levels, and while employment and wage growth are moderating, incomes continue to rise faster than inflation, supporting consumer spending, the primary driver of economic activity in the United States. Despite these positive indicators, the office sector is experiencing considerable challenges. In the first quarter of 2025, office vacancy rates hit a record high of 20.4%, according to Moody's data. This trend is expected to persist, with vacancy rates projected to peak at around 21% nationally in early 2026. The rise in remote work has significantly impacted office demand, contributing to excess supply conditions despite below-average completions over the past 5 years and an anticipated shift to positive net absorption in 2025. Location and quality of office assets are critical performance factors. Class B and C offices in central business districts have underperformed compared to Class A offices over the past 4 years, with a cumulative decline of about 4% in their occupied stock index. These classes face a higher risk of functional obsolescence as employers seek flexible, modern spaces, leading to lower renewal rates. Conversely, suburban offices have shown flat to positive performance, benefiting from lower-cost leases attractive to tenants aiming to reduce operational expenses. The national estimate suggests a 35% rent discount when moving from a central business district office to a suburban office, though regional variations exist. While the broader economic outlook remains uncertain due to policy concerns, steady job gains could provide some support for office space demand, particularly in well-located, high-quality properties. However, structural challenges such as evolving workplace dynamics and rising vacancy rates are likely to continue exerting pressure on the sector. The Pioneer Institute has recently taken a significant step by sending a formal notice to the Massachusetts Department of Revenue, alleging that the city of Boston is engaging in unlawful retaliation against commercial real estate owners. This claim centers on the city's practice of imposing hidden financial penalties on property owners who appeal their tax assessments. According to the notice sent to DOR Commissioner Jeffrey Snyder, the city's assessing department has been systematically increasing property tax assessments on commercial properties that are under appeal at the Commonwealth's Appellate Tax Board. This action, described as a financial penalty, is seen as a direct response to property owners exercising their statutory rights under state law. Frank J. Bailey, president of the Pioneer New England Legal Foundation and a retired judge of the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Massachusetts, has condemned this practice, calling it unauthorized and unconstitutional. He argues that by targeting property owners for higher assessments simply because they filed an appeal, the city is punishing individuals for seeking redress through lawful channels. This, he claims, amounts to retaliation and violates fundamental constitutional protections. The issue came to light when Daniel Swift, a principal at the global tax consulting firm Ryan, analyzed the situation after hearing about the so-called hidden tax penalty from his clients. Swift discovered that the city has been increasing the assessed value of commercial properties that had appealed a prior tax assessment. The penalty, listed as an ATB dispute on property record cards at City Hall, has added anywhere from a few $100s to nearly $400,000 in additional property taxes for different commercial parcels. Pioneer's investigation revealed that Boston has overridden its commercial property valuations, increasing assessments by millions of dollars in some cases in the fiscal year following a taxpayer's appeal. These overrides are not disclosed on property tax bills or public notices, but are found on internal property tax cards, which taxpayers must obtain in person. Additionally, Pioneer claims that the city has attempted to remove references to assessment overrides before releasing final public versions of the records, suggesting an effort to conceal these actions. The timing of these alleged assessment practices is particularly concerning, given that the value of commercial real estate in post-pandemic Boston has generally been declining. Bailey asserts that these added assessments are not based on market conditions or property improvements, but solely on the taxpayer's right to challenge an overvaluation, which is illegal under both state law and the federal and Massachusetts constitutions. In response, Mayor Michelle Wu's office has disputed Swift's findings, stating that these assertions misunderstand or ignore the specific requirements in state tax law. City spokesperson Emma Pettit emphasized that Boston follows all state laws when assessing values, and all valuations have been certified by the State Department of Revenue. In recent news, the Canada Infrastructure Bank has made a substantial move to support energy efficiency in the commercial real estate sector. A $50 million loan has been granted to Dream Industrial Real Estate Investment Trust, a significant player in the industry, to retrofit 34 industrial buildings across Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec. This initiative aims to enhance the energy efficiency of these properties, aligning with broader environmental goals and offering potential cost savings for property owners. The loan from the Canada Infrastructure Bank, a federal crown corporation, marks a noteworthy step towards sustainable development in the commercial real estate sector. By focusing on retrofitting existing industrial buildings, the initiative not only supports environmental objectives, but also contributes to the economic viability of these properties. Energy-efficient upgrades can lead to reduced operational costs and increased property value, making it a win-win for both the environment and the real estate market. This development is particularly relevant to regions like Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge in Ontario, where there is a growing focus on sustainable practices within the commercial real estate industry. These areas can look to the Dream Industrial Project as a model for how public-private partnerships can drive energy efficiency improvements. As these projects unfold, they provide valuable insights into how similar initiatives can be implemented successfully in other regions. In the United States, similar efforts are underway to enhance energy efficiency in commercial properties. Programs and funding initiatives are being developed to support the retrofitting of buildings with energy-efficient technologies. These cross-border efforts highlight a shared commitment to sustainability in the real estate sector, showcasing how both Canada and the United States are addressing environmental challenges through innovative solutions. As we continue to monitor these developments, it's clear that the integration of energy-efficient practices into the commercial real estate sector is becoming increasingly important. The potential for cost savings, combined with environmental benefits, makes this a critical area of focus for property owners and developers. By learning from successful projects like the one undertaken by Dream Industrial, we can gain valuable insights into how to achieve similar results in other markets. Thank you for listening to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. See you on the next one.